Okay. Cool. Alright, so yeah, for this one, so here's what I figured out. So with I technically don't actually need a large battery, I can use a medium. There is a way to make it so that way if a battery ends up going dead, you can have a generator take over, and this will work for anything that is up to 32 power. Does that make sense? So if it's drawing 32 power, you're good. So in other words, you can run, for example, 2 auto turrets in this case. We'll run this just fine. Making a sense?
I think so.
Cool. Alright, so here's how it works. So the power output comes out. So you first of all, well actually first you need a generator. Cool. So you got your generator, and then your power output from your battery is going to have to go into one branch here. I'm just going to take the power output and actually run it into a source here so I don't run low. Wicked. Alright, so actually technically I want it to run low. What am I doing? Yeah, okay, so this guy is going to run into here, so you put up 3 branches like this. One goes here, one goes here. You actually would have seen this in the other video that I made with the, what do you call it? The cave base. So anyways, you put down a blocker down here, the power out is going to go into the force start, and the power in, I'm going to make this run around a little bit further, so that way it can be very clearly seen. The power in from this, or sorry, the power out from this branch is going to be always blocking the blocker here. This is just here for the sake of being here. And then this is always going to go into the power in. I'm going to have this have 1 charge here. And then the power out in this case is going to run to all of your electrical garbage. So in this case, your 2 turrets. Easy. And then we'll set this to 10. For this, only because I want the thing to run dry, I'm going to set this to like 50 or something just to really dry it out. So anyways, yeah, I'll skip to when that battery's dead. Alright, yeah, so the battery is almost low, so one thing I do have to do in here real quick is this. The power in here would technically, the power in from your external power would be going into that OR switch here, and the power out from your generator is also going into the OR switch, and then this goes into the power in on your battery. So that was one piece that was missing. And yeah, the rest of like your external power for whatever it is that you're building, in whatever large array that you were using it in, would be coming from the external power source in some way. Cool. So this guy is going to go back down to 10. We got 12 seconds left, and then this guy has 1 low grade in it, and we'll see what'll happen. So once the battery runs dead, the generator flips on and starts charging the battery, and the turrets turn back on. Yeah, and then yeah, so because the generator can only put out 40, 80% of 40 going to the battery is 32. So whatever you're powering has to be less than 32 power, otherwise it won't charge it fast enough. Yeah. And yeah, that'll give you like an extra hour or so of charge if you need to keep your turrets going after your battery dies. So yeah, does it make sense on how it works?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, see if you can explain it back to me.
Okay. So essentially, battery provides the main power.
Yeah.
And so when the battery power dies, it, well, shuts off the block pass-through.
Yep.
And I'm guessing whatever juice is left, you know, still flowing through the system here, starts the generator, right?
You got it.
And then the generator starting charges the battery, and well, that's it.
Yeah, you got it. The thing that's neat about this, and this has been a problem that I think I showed you before, is that you need something here. You need something in between these two branches. It doesn't matter what it is. It just needs to be something. So I can technically put an OR switch here, or even an XOR switch. It doesn't matter. Just something needs to be in here for some unknown godly reason. And I think it's just the way that the code works. Let me give the battery a little bit of charge here. And then once it dies, I'll throw in another one. And yeah, you'll see kind of what goes on. It's weird how that works. I have my own kind of personal explanation for it. So this will die and then it'll flick on the battery again. Yeah. And if I was to take this out and then only have it connected from here, it wouldn't work. Here's what I think happens. The battery dies, and this guy gets the memo that, okay, there's no battery and it stops charging the blocker. This guy on the same tick is checking to see if this guy has input. If he doesn't have input, he'll stop power as well. So basically,
like immediately.
Yeah, immediately. Whereas if you put something in between, this guy gets the memo that this guy doesn't have power, so it stops. But on that same server tick, this guy hasn't gotten the memo yet that this guy doesn't have power. So I think that's why you have to have something in between in order for this to work. Yeah, my best guess anyways. Just to prove it, I guess. So, give this guy some charge. So go for 15 seconds. Actually, I don't think I have to put it in there, so I'll stop it. And then battery turns off, and then this guy won't work. Yeah, it doesn't turn on. So yeah, that's all. Thanks for watching.